On July 25th, 2026, a YouTube channel named Chris Archives uploaded a video called Cat in the Hat Analog Horror. And while the story itself is simple enough with the cat arriving at the girl's house because she was alone, the story becomes increasingly twisted and confusing as it goes on. For those who haven't watched it themselves, I highly recommend you do, as this here is a wonderful work of art. It might be one of the goofiest yet scariest versions of Cat in the Hat out there, being the Mike Myers version. However, we're not here to praise this. Instead, we're going to explain the story here on the Let's Talk Horror Show. The story begins with a little girl named Emily getting told the rundown by her parents about their plans for the 2-day business trip they're going on, and that she'll have a babysitter watching over her. What damn near seems like 2 milliseconds have passed, we hear someone ring the doorbell. Opening the door, it's revealed to be the Cat in the Hat, who somehow knows this little girl's name despite none of them meeting prior to seeing each other.
Well, hello. You must be Emily.
Emily tells him that she isn't allowed to talk to strangers and she's waiting for the babysitter, which triggers the cat to say this.
Oh, poor thing. Sarah had a little accident. Nothing serious, but she won't be able to make it.
Yeah, if someone told me that in the middle of the night, I would assume this guy killed her, but this isn't me, this is Emily dealing with this, so moving on. After being let in, the cat reveals he can do basic magic tricks and then reveals his power right there in front of her, claiming that he can read her mind a little, so he made the house pink to calm her down. He then repeats the phrase, "scared of being alone," which makes me think the little girl has monophobia. Claiming he'll be there to keep her entertained until her parents come back, they play a little game of hide and seek where she hides in the closet, shower, and under the bed, where the cat finds her in all 3 places. Remember, the cat can read minds, so he knew where she was hiding the whole time. Spooky. At the last part of the game though, he freaking teleports all the way to the bedroom and tells her that the game isn't fun if she doesn't hide properly. After that nightmare fuel, they play a small game of Simon Says, which is fun and innocent at first, but immediately after that, the girl is transported to some sort of stage where she gets to smash some piñatas. Handing Emily the bat, she begins swinging at the piñatas, hoping to get some candy, but is shocked to reveal she was in Batman Arkham Asylum the entire time and under Scarecrow's fear toxin, except this time, it's reality. After rightfully screaming at the cat to leave her house, he turns into the live-action Mike Myers version, which, honestly, depending on how you look at it, isn't really creepy at all, and we'll get to that later. Emily then runs through a really long hallway filled with random doors that the cat ambushes her at, only then to tell her that they're playing hide and seek again. Running down the hall, Emily hears the cat humming the song, "Run, Rabbit, Run." Which is very, very creepy. Presumably finding a place to hide in one of the rooms, which looks like a prison cell, Emily says she can't win the game and decides to call the police, which is honestly one of the smartest things any horror protagonist has done. Unfortunately though, the cat seemed to have hijacked the phone call and is pretending to be the 911 operator, as we don't have a voice for the operator and the subtitles are clearly telling us that something is wrong, like the operator saying "good girl," calling her a princess, saying "sweetheart." After attempting to give the operator her address, the phone turns into that toy phone from Toy Story 3, and the cat is right outside the door laughing his ass off that he won. Now bored of hide and seek, he then suggests playing a different game. Rock, paper, scissors. The two of them start playing, and after a couple failed rounds, Emily lands on paper while the cat lands on scissors. Somehow obtaining scissors, he begins cutting Emily really badly. Begging for her life, he eventually stops and gives Emily an exit, telling her that the game will end if she jumps out. And with the heavy voice filter, it becomes damn near impossible to hear what he's saying. From what I can make out, he says, "Just jump. Everything will end. You'll be with your parents. Does the show want that?" After that, we hear Emily falling to her death, being free from the nightmare the cat put her through. Before we're allowed to leave though, the cat rushes towards the screen and says,
You're alone too.
The video is amazing, the voice acting is amazing, and the story, while terrifying, is an interesting take on the Cat in the Hat. However, the thing that kind of ruins it for me is that they went for the Mike Myers version of the Cat in the Hat instead of an original take. And to be fair, the animated parts are great and creepy, but also cute at the same time. It's when it starts getting real is when I think the horror falls flat, because in my opinion, Mike Myers' Cat in the Hat does not look creepy to me at all. I don't really have a personal connection to the Cat in the Hat, as I do with FNAF for example. That goes double for the movie version. So whenever I look at him holding his face in the dark like this, I can't help but just laugh. Hey Emily, do you see my attempt at being creepy? Even the image of him in the hallway, it's not scary at all. So to me, the horror factor with the characters is a major blow to this in my opinion, so with the horror and designs, I'll give it a 6 out of 10. Story, on the other hand, is an instant 10 out of 10. Here's why. The intro of the video takes the time to ease in the fact that something is clearly wrong. The lack of proper explanation of where the babysitter is, the fact that the cat can read people's minds so he already knew where Emily would hide, and the sudden facial changes he would make throughout the video only for the, no pun intended, cat to fall out of the bag when Emily is forced to witness the death of her parents. So yeah, easily one of the best horror stories I've seen. Now, for the voice work, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Whoever voiced the cat did an amazing job capturing the playful yet sadistic nature this version of the character is. But it all kind of falls flat in the ending where you can barely understand a single word he says.
Just jump away from her end. You'll be with your parents. If you want that.
It took me a while to understand he said, "You'll be with your parents," and after that it's just complete gibberish, so if anyone or if the creator themselves can tell me what he says in the end, that would be great. Adding up the score, we get 24 out of 30, which honestly isn't bad. In the end, I highly recommend watching this video. Preferably not at night, because while I was editing this video last night, I began having nightmares that I was swapped with Emily, which kept me up badly. Other than that, it's an amazing video, and I can't wait to cover more videos like this one. So if you like this video, be sure to comment down below what you thought about it, hit the like button and the subscribe button, and the little bell icon to never miss a video like this ever again. Stay awesome, guys.